So, good morning, everyone. We're here to do the simulation code ship scenario. I am Engine Cadet Christ Joseph Redula, Riaga, and I will be the one to operate. So, first we go to the emergency generator and press start. So, when the emergency generator start, proceed to electronic power plant. Open the voltage control. So while the engine is starting up, we first ready the emergency switchboard. Open the circuit in. Now when you hear the engine is now fully running, we open we in the breaker and proceed again to the emergency switchboard and turn all switches on. Then in the screen, how we prepare the starter system, we drain the water, open the not valves. I'll open the hardened hand pump for fast operation and close the drain set to local then proceed to generator number 1. Set the creator to auto and generator number 2 to accept auto. Go back to the visibility number 1 and open these valves, settling tongue valves, to the boiler fuel oil and these diesel generators. Open the shut-off valve and one filter. Same as the fuel oil, and fill up the loop oils from the lower storage at least 40 to 70 level of. Then close the pump control to auto. Then click again. Same process as the first one. So if you find this first, kindly message me. And after that, we proceed to see water system. Open the valves, suction valves. Then this your freshwater system. Open all the valves of freshwater systems. Then go to the process display and acknowledge the alarms and go to silence and proceed to the air ventilation system. Oh, not to forget to rest in the starters and go back. Forward. Be ready for faster operation. Just to show you how to operate from all chip to pull. Pull ahead. Emergency generator to auto, then repair the starter system, drain the water open in there, and the valves, inlet for cooling, set know how to check remote open. Close the drain bar and go to process directory, back to diesel generator 1. So while waiting for diesel generator to warm up, at least for 50, we must be ready the other system. Drain the water so to avoid damage the parts and components. Open the supplier bulb. In that shuttle bulb, set to local. Close the drain bulb. Process directory. Going to a freshwater 104 system. Here we prepare this one. Open the valves. Check all components if something is right. Then back to process directory to the starting gear system. You open the valve, need to auto refill the expansion tunnel, and acknowledge the alarm if ever there was alarm in silence. Now let's now start the decelerator number 1 for faster operation. Director number 2 aspect. Let's start with director number 2 aspect. Now we will wait. Back to process directory. Go to electric power plant. MD70. Acknowledge the alarm. Then connect this elevator number 1. And proceed to feeders this in. Proceed to seawater system. Open one pump. Acknowledge the alarm. Set local to remote. Use it to freshwater system. Set local to remote. And proceed to start air system. Start the air compressors. Set to remote. Now process panel directory. Proceed to power chip pump control compressor. 1 GC water and compressor 1 GC water. Acknowledge the alarm. And proceed to service air compressor and press on and accept remote. Acknowledge the alarm. Silence the alarm. Turn on valves for the freshwater system. So process directory, go to the air ventilation system. Open the fans. Then proceed to steering gear system. Open safe-matic block. Set. Open the pumps. Set your file to remote. Back to process directory, panel directory, and go to power chip and compressor control. Save it to auto. Then proceed to steam generation plant. By boiler, we open the van, close the steam line. Then process directory, go to MD84 boiler combustion. Open the atomizing air shutter bar and click the 3-way ball valve. Open the boiler air pump. Set the airflow to 100. Set the master control to 10. Master control. Set the oxygen control to 10. Set the oil flow to 10. Acknowledge the alarm. Silence and reset. Save diesel open. Then start the purging. Now the purging is started, so we wait till the air reaches to 0.1. Now the flow of air is almost there. It's reducing and almost there, so still wait. Then we have reached. Then we set the air flow to auto, oil to auto, master to auto, and oxygen to auto. Then burner is turned on, and burner 1 and burner 2. So the boiler is now firing. We proceed to steam generation plant. Open the valves, circulation outlet part, and the inlet. Start one circulation pumps. Infinite water discharge valve. Set the manual to 0. Turn on the main feed water pump and set level control to auto. Now, while waiting for the temperature and pressure, we will proceed to the process overview. Proceed to MD12 lubrication oil system, then process directory, then go to first check the temperature first of the boiler. So operate the purifier. Purify first, and so when the temperature reaches 250, the pressure will build up to this point. Then close the vent, keep 11 fall with the pressure until it reaches 7. So open it for steam line. Go to process directory, then go to the MD08, back to process directory, then go to steering gear system, steering tube system. So fill up the lubrication of something, then the loom oil pump, so fill up the low gravity cloud first. After that, the high gravity comes next. So go back to the steam generation plant, monitor the components and gauges, pressure. Go to MD12, check the monitor everything, back to process overview. Acknowledge the alarm, silence the alarm. So it's okay for the loophole to reduce because the pumps are getting oil for the low gravity tongue. So proceed to start air and check the pressure. Oh, pressure. So back to refrigeration system, monitor everything. Open the seawater pumps, local cooler, circulation pump. The plants, open them, open fans, and turn on the decide to start the temperature. temperature control, and first we manually on adjust the temperature start in the condenser. So we wait a little bit. I think we open another pump, so when we go back to the steam generation plant, the pressure is now at 7, so proceed to the boiler, coma boiler and fire boiler, open the steam line by 30%, go for a 60%, jump to 100, accept the pump 1 to other one. Now we have steam. So push it to freshwater system. Open the high temperature freshwater pumps. Number 1, set it to remote and auto. Go to MD102, auto. High temperature refrigeration to auto. Back to refrigeration system. Monitor everything just in case. Acknowledge the alarm, set it to silence. Then after that, go to fill oil settling tanks. We need our recycling tanks open steam. Fuel oil service tanks. Go to service tanks open for everything low end and for everything low end. Must ready these bags for changeover. So we open now the purifier of the heavy fuel alloy. Temperature controlled to 98, A98. So HF separator 2, separator number so acknowledge the alarm, silence. So the temperature is now high. Acknowledge. So while waiting, we must monitor everything. Check out the water supply for updating water towel and so forgot proceed here to the freshwater hydrofor system. Set service air at least 1 bar. Pressure. Alright. Then close and then set the control to auto. Activate, open the valve from the steam operation generation plan. Then activate the hot water circulation. Acknowledge the alarm, Silence. Okay, so we have high temperature, so press the clear away valve to fill up the high gravity tank. Monitor the systems, the pressures. Go back to HF, HFO separator 2 and fill up the operating water tank. And proceed to HFO separator 1. Then open and open. Go to electric power plant. Now we have synchronized for our 2 generators. So click the generator number 2 to synchroscope. We must increase the governor check everything, monitor. Okay, start our semi-automatic synchronizing. So when the indicator reaches 12 o'clock, it will now synchronize. Technology alarm. Sattore generators are now synchronized. 2 of our generators. Technology alarm, silence the alarm. Go to diesel generator number 1. To remote. For the diesel generator number 2. Same. Proceed to main switchboard synchronizing. Switch off the semi-automatic sim to stop. Panel directory. Go to panel directory. Back to main. Like the power chief generator control. Set to auto player 1 and 2. And they will share loads or equal load. Notice that the powers of the generator number 1 and 2 are the same. Monitor everything. Process directory. Now 2 generators are synchronized. So go to exhaust steam generation plant. Should check the boiler plate. Back to MD HFO separator 1. Start the electric motor. Same for the HFO separator 2. For the purifier tube. So open the set flow control to 10. Open the valve. Suction for the separator 2. So waiting for speed, we will wait till the current reaches to 10. Monitor everything. Process directory, go to ME local control. Then for the turning for the main engine, set the auxiliary air blowers to auto. And then to the lubrication oil system, to LO purifier system, we must activate the purifier below point. Accept. Oh. The farm will wait for the temperature. Ready the valves. Bypass everything. Backflush is filtered. This one. Fill up the cylinder lube. Lube oil. Go back to the HFO separator 1. Start the archive control. Project directory HFO separator 2. Back to fuel oil service tanks. Check all motor oil pressure gauges. Go to fuel oil settling tanks next. Drain the water in the settling tanks. Next, go to fuel oil service tanks. So check if there is flow. The flow is okay. Go to LO purifier system. Set it to auto. The loop oil purifier system, set it to auto. Then on. Start liquid fire now. Acknowledge the alarm and silence. Go to silence. Set it to auto. Back to ME lubrication oil system. Acknowledge the alarm. Silence. Back to LO loop oil purifier system. And its functional, then proceed to the maneuvering system. Engine manual building system. First, we open the indicator cups. Acknowledge the alarm. Put it to silence. And don't worry, because the oil here will circulate. We'll go back to the sump tank, and there is no need to refuel it again. Now to ME cylinder number 5. Next is process directory. Go to ME maneuvering system. Open the start air block valve. Then process directory. Then we go to the HE local control. Then you can go to power chief pump control. Airbus and very local managing local control. Engage the turning gear. Reset. Acknowledge the alarm. The silence. Go to process directory and then to the alarm. Acknowledge the alarm again. Silence. Oh! And oil pressure flow to 30. Reset. The flow control to 30, puts it to 30, the flow control. We'll conduct a trial and error. Next is go to fuel oil system. If there's alarm, acknowledge and then silence. And reset it to auto, to the purifier system. Activate one of the supply pumps, but first we open the valves. Backlash or bypass. Set to start and set it to remote. And go to next to power chip pump control, pressure control. Go to the MA lubrication oil system, in the loop oil. Set the temperature to auto. Manage the manage the systems. If there is alarm, acknowledge and reset. Acknowledge and silence. Manage the alarms. Back to MD102. Set it to auto, the steering gear pumps, main oil pumps and oil pumps. Next is go to the fuel oil system. Set the viscous control to auto, then the viscous meter to on. Viscosity control. Then go to local control MD20. Turning gear says to start the turning gear. Must have 3 revolutions, and I think for my part. Next is go to President, go to the MD41 air conditioning plant. Now we'll activate the air conditioning plant. Open the water wash supply system, watershed, and turn on the air. If there's alarm, acknowledge the alarm and silence. Next is go to the fresh water system, back. Go to process overview, monitor everything. To break the steam water, the heating, or the feed water. Generator, just fill one of these so that the alarm will turn off. There's an alarm that will turn off. The bilge well, so we set this one to automatic, but first open the bilge pump. There is alarm, acknowledge and silence. Then to the refrigeration system. There's alarm, analogy alarm and silence. Now monitor everything. Let's go back to the bilge water separator. Next is process overview. After monitoring everything, go to maneuvering system. Review all the systems, make sure everything is fine. Go to fuel oil system, check everything. Check the plug oil purifier. Next is to process directory, and then go to the fuel oil settling tanks, check everything. I think it's good. How we change to set this one to habitual oil pump. So wait for the temperature until it reaches 99 or 98 before changing over. So we'll monitor everything first. Everything seems to be fine. Return to the freshwater system, so fill it up with distilled water here from the expansion account. So we can acknowledge the alarm. Process overview. Next is check all the systems. So stop the turning gear. Go to ME local control, stop the turning gear, and disengage. Now we start the air blowing for the main engine. And stop. Go to HE cylinder number 1, MD21. Then close the indicator cap number 1. Go to MD cylinder number 2. Close number 2. 3, 4, 5. Back to the fuel oil system. Go back to ME cylinder number 5. Now we're ready to start the main engine. To start the main engine, check everything first. If there is an alarm, acknowledge the alarm and set to silence. Process overview. Back to HE local control. The bridge control, check everything. Remain at the bridge control. I transfer the responsibility here. Transfer to the bridge from local to engine control room. Back to bridge. Then to ME status to ECR standby. Back to ME control system. ECR standby. Go to ME control system. Set the governor to remote. To maneuvering system. Next is the ME status to ECR standby. Then responsibility transfer is on. Go on. It's alright. Now back to bridge control. Down, then press dead slow. Set to dead slow. Back to bridge control. Press dead slow. Go to ME control system. Check everything, then go to panel directory. Go to ship course control. Check everything. To main engine control room. Press dead slow. Back press again. So we start our main engine. Now Go to maneuvering system, local control start. Go to local control and start. And back to main in bridge control. Back to control system. Check everything. Local control system. Check the status as ECR is on standby. Back to main engine bridge control. Responsibility transferred to engine control room. Press it. You're free to check the remote. Go to auto chief main engine control. Back to bridge control, ECR standby. Back to main engine control, you see ECR standby, then press dead slow. That's MD104, then back to MD110, press dead slow. Then proceed to the bridge. Press again dead slow. Proceed to MD20, press again to see dead slow. Check. And start, press start at MD20. Back to MD104, the main engine control. Adjust the meter. You'll see that the control lever is at 20.0. Go to MA control, MD20, check everything. So main engine is now running. Go to freshwater system, close the heaters, MD10, and start the cooling. Your freshwater generator. Go to freshwater generator, vacuum control the ejector, pump. Acknowledge the alarm, set it in silence. So back to process directory, go to process overview. Go to MD05, fuel oil service tanks, check everything. Back to MD80, steam generation plant. Back to process review and go to the main engine control room. So if we increase leverage, press the leverage mismatch. Back to MD110. Bridge control, put the control lever to 20 to 0.0. Then process directory. Go to MD98, aft winches. There was the shift. Back to MD110 main bridge control. Monitor everything. Then we'll go to process directory again. Back to main engine control, then we press at C, then go to MD104 main engine control, press at C again to ME status, and then we press bridge, then go to main engine bridge control, then press slow, then put the control lever to 40.0. Same with the main engine control, put it to 40.0. Go to freshwater generator, MD61, set the salinity control to auto. to process overview, MT00. Monitor the bunker tanks, fuel oil system. Temperature is now second, so set it to 50. The side up bunker, then the port bunker to 50. Then the subject bunker 50. Then the 4 bunker tank 50. 50, 50, 50. All of them for 50. Go to stern tube system. Back to process overview. Go to the refrigeration system. Monitor everything. Okay. Back to process overview. Enter the pressure gauges, all the gauges. Then go to process directory, then go to the panel 1, to the main engine bridge control to MD110, then press Halt and put the at the left side you press Halt, then adjust the control lever to 50.0, final directory, go to MD104, adjust the control lever to 50.0, and go to local control MD20 and set the to 50.0, and go to freshwater generator. Okay, adjust everything. Then the salinity control set to manual, then auto again. Go to parts overview again. Go to panel display. Go to main bridge control MD110. Set the control lever to 60.0. And go to main engine control MD104. Set the control lever to 60.0. And go to cylinder number 1. Cylinder number 1. So we have high temperature. Go to next to MD104, main engine control, check. Then go to, and after that, process directory, and then the boiler combustion, monitor everything, check this boiler, check the boiler. Check the boiler combustion. Back to main engine control to MD104, then go to process review, and we'll check the main bridge control chip speed. Okay, to MD110 we will have 12.57 knots. Monitor everything. Back to process overview, go to the freshwater generator, close the valve, opening in this valve, closing in this valve. Back in the process overview, go to the fuel oil transfer system, check everything to fuel oil settling tanks. So back to bridge control MD110, go to the control lever, set it to 70.0, 70. Back to main engine control, also set the control lever to 7.70.0. And go to process overview. Next is to main engine control, MD104, monitor everything. And go to process directory, then go to verify system, check, monitor. Go to air ventilation system. Press number 1 start, number 2 start, number 3 start, number 4 start. Exhaust fan. And go to process directory again. Move on to the stern tube system. Back to process directory to the steering gear system. Go to the electric power plant. After that, go to process directory. Go to the steam generation plant, boiler combustion, then process display directory. Go to MD81 exhaust boiler. Set the damper to auto. Damper control to auto. Go to pan directory, go to the pump power tube control, then back to main bridge control. Then set the control level to 80.0. Go to main engine control, also set the control level to 80.0. For process overview, with the full ahead of the main engine for the transport engine simulator. So check everything, monitor, check speed. So we have 14.52, yes, shift speed 14.52, process review, and monitor everything from the stern tube to all the systems. Bring this up, so to stern tube, open the set the lube oil pump 1 to manual and lube oil pump 2 to manual. And stop the pump. Start the pump. This can be found in MD54 stern tube system, and shut the other pump. And back to main engine control, MD104. That is all.